everybody, this is Dara, and this is really exciting what I'm sharing with you today. This is a recipe that I made, I think, 3 times last week because it was so popular. It is the Thai peanut sauce over a kelp noodle salad. And if you've seen the Hanging with the Raw Bras video, then you will have seen this amazing dish that was being made by all of us with kelp noodles. And here I am in the kitchen with the ingredients, about to prepare it for you without exact measurements, but I'm gonna do my intuitive thing and we're gonna taste it as we go and you'll see what we put into it. So first, the very first thing is that you're gonna wanna get kelp noodles. I figure about 1 package per person if you're really hungry. Half a package if you're smaller and not so hungry. So I have three packages here, and what I've done with it already, and I showed in the other video, is I put in the juice of 2 lemons and a tablespoonful of salt to kind of reduce it down and take it from the crunchy state down to like an angel hair pasta, really soft. And this works very, very well. I'm going to ask Gage to drain this for me. Will you drain that? Because it's got the lemon juice and salt, and we're going to need it pretty dry. The next thing that you need to know about is peanuts. And you can use almond butter, that will work, but I like to use the peanuts that I soaked for about 4 hours. And these are jungle peanuts from the Amazon. They're raw approved. A lot of people talk about how peanuts have a toxin called aflatoxin. I think that's what well, I forget the name of it. Anyway, the point is that these are toxin-free, these peanuts. They have a little bit of a twangy flavor, but they're delicious. So we soak these. This is 2 cups. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the blender. So the next thing is I'm going to use nama shoyu, which is a 1/4 cup. I'm going to use some olive oil. Now, when I was making this in the kitchen and running around like grabbing things out of the cupboards, I didn't use just olive oil. I used pumpkin seed oil. I used some sesame oil. You can play around with the kinds of oils that you want to use. I have some honey here. This is 4 tablespoons full of honey. If it's not sweet enough, then I'm going to add some dates. You can use agave, coconut sugar, whatever works for you. Thank you. Okay, I'm making a lot of sauce because I used 3 packages of noodles, and don't worry if you have extra sauce, it won't go to waste for sure. So the next thing that I have, I just need a little knife. Ginger. I used a lot of ginger in it. And that looks good. And this is a jalapeno pepper. I'm going to put half in, and I can always add more. First slice. I have 2 lemons juiced. I have garlic powder. I used 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. I also have fresh garlic, 4 cloves. And everything else, I can add other oil. If I want more oil, I might add a little bit of coconut oil. So I'm going to blend. It's going to get loud. Hold on. Okay, everybody, I just added another lemon, the juice of another lemon, about 2 tablespoons of nama shoyu, and another little piece of ginger, and the rest of the jalapeno pepper. So you want a lot of flavor because it's going to go over the noodles and over the salad. You can always adjust it as you go, as you should do with raw food. Always taste as you go. Now this is really fun. I'm going to take some lettuce. This is mixed greens, some spring greens, in a nice big bowl. And so that's the spring greens you need to get. I'm going to put in the kelp noodles. And I'm going to add some cilantro, some chopped cilantro, and a lot of scallions. I cut up on an angle, probably 9 or 10 green onions, scallions. I'll put that in. And I normally use mung beans, but I didn't have any sprouted, so I got peas that were sprouted. That gives a nice crunch. And I cut up some red peppers this time, some thinly sliced red peppers. So then I just take the sauce and I'm going to spatula it out. Here we go. It's thick, but the moisture of the veggies will kind of thin it out. And if yours is thicker or thinner, don't worry, it all works, and it just, as long as it tastes amazing, it doesn't matter. This really does. It's pretty outrageous. It might be one of the best things I've ever made. Last week it was anyway. I think every time is different. Okay, so then here's where things get a little bit messy. I might need a bowl of water to dip my hands in a towel, but just kind of take your hands. You saw Danimal doing this on his birthday the other day. This is just such a great dinner to serve your friends. It was such a happy meal. So. You're probably wondering why I just made so much. I'm hungry. No, I'm only kidding. I have some friends over right now. They're going to benefit. Thank you so much. And then what I'll probably do is I'll take a knife and cut it because the kelp noodles are so very, very, very long. Okay. Food almost up to my elbows. Okay, so now I'm gonna guess that Gage might like a try. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd love some.
You in?
Yeah.
Okay, let's sprinkle some mung beans on top. Grab yourself a fork. I'm gonna try it too at the same time. I'm supposed to try it before you try it, but I'm going to, we can always adjust it after you try it. So let's see. And the fork? Find the fork?
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, let's try. This is Gage, everybody. He's my assistant. He's awesome.
It's amazing. Same as last time.
The same thing happened this time. It's delicious. Last time, after I put the sauce on, and I tasted after it was all mixed up, the sweetness that I had in the sauce that you could clearly taste is kind of missing from here after it goes over everything. So what I would do now is drizzle some honey or some agave on top, which I will do, and mix it up just to bring up the sweetness a little bit. But otherwise, it's absolutely perfect. So I'm gonna say go ahead and add a little bit more sweetener. Make your sauce sweeter than you think it needs to be, because once it goes over everything, it loses the sweetness, but otherwise it's perfect. Yeah?
Agreed.
All right, everybody. See you later.